the man who's been seen as the X factor, his Jan Suraaj. He was the first one of the bloc to announce his candidates. Now 3 of his candidates have withdrawn and have given their support to the BJP. Prashant Kishor has gone on to allege that the BJP is using pressure tactics because it faces, or at least fears, losing ground in the upcoming elections. He claimed that the Danapur Jan Suraaj candidate, Akhilesh Kumar, was detained and prevented from filing papers and was allegedly kept with senior BJP leaders, including the Home Minister. Prashant Kishor went on to say that people were told that he was held by the RJD goons, but he was actually sitting with the Home Minister of India. He has leveled some serious charges.
भाजपा को हराए बगैर, एनडीए को उखाड़े बगैर मानेंगे नहीं और 14 तारीख को परिणाम आएगा, दूध का दूध पानी का पानी हो जाएगा। लेकिन ये जो माहौल बनाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि हम लोग डरने वाले हैं, मेरे भाई प्रशांत किशोर जन सुराज के साथी किसी से डरने वाले नहीं हैं। हम लोग किसी से डरने वाले नहीं हैं। चाहे जितने उम्मीदवारों को खरीद लो, जितने उम्मीदवारों को धमकी दे लो, जितने उम्मीदवारों को उनके घरों में कैद कर लो, चुनाव लड़ा जाएगा और इतनी ताकत से लड़ा जाएगा कि आपके दांत खट्टे कर देंगे। आप, हम लोग महागठबंधन नहीं हैं।
मेरी ये राय थी और प्रशांत जी को पहले भी हमने सुझाव दिया था एक चैनल पर कि उनको स्वयं चुनाव लड़ना चाहिए था। तब शायद ये बेटर बता पाते कि उनके ऊपर कौन डोरा डाल रहा है या उनके कैंडिडेट पर कौन डोरा डाल रहा है। जिस दिन से उन्होंने ये घोषणा कर दी कि वो चुनाव नहीं लड़ेंगे बिहार में, क्योंकि औसतन किसी को भी किसी बड़ी पार्टी में आने के लिए, बनाने के लिए विधानसभा पहुंचना, वहां राज्य के विषयों को उठाना, अगर ये ना करे तो लोगों में विश्वास नहीं जमता है। और ये कहना कि उनके कैंडिडेट्स पर कोई डोरा डाल रहा है, मुझे लगता है कि कोई अपना समय इतना व्यर्थ नहीं करेगा।
All right, Neerja, you know, like we've been so far speaking about the Mahagathbandhan, there is also this attack, this X factor that is Prashant Kishor. With the nearer we go to the elections, there are difficulties. He's not fighting the election himself. His candidates seem to be, some of them, you know, supporting the NDA, others on a shaky wicket. What do you make of these allegations and this whole experiment that Prashant Kishor was in fact pushing you know, which looked very formidable, at least was the talk of the town till few days back. What do you make it as we are heading into the election? The dates are coming closer.
Look, Prashant Kishor was the subject of charcha in every constituency in Bihar, in drawing rooms of Bihar, at street corners in Bihar. It's remarkable how in 3 years he got himself to be the, if you could call him the center figure of Bihar elections. Till a few days ago, he was it. He had the wherewithal to use the social media, the communication tools, the PR machinery. He'd done it with great success for other people, other politicians, including Narendra Modi in 2014, Amarinder Singh, M.K. Stalin, Mamata Banerjee, and so on. Today, he is using those skills for himself. He's a newbie politician, and he'd made the contest triangular. But again, if you go by what people are saying in the last 24 to 36 hours in Bihar, for all it's worth, he's also lost a little bit of that momentum. And one of the reasons is that he decided not to contest himself. He was considering doing it from Raghopur against Tejasvi Yadav. That would have electrified the atmosphere in Bihar, but
Absolutely.
that might have also squeezed out the NDA that little bit and made it truly a triangular contest. But now I think, let's see what happens. He's still a factor, a very important factor that we have to watch.
Okay. You know, Amitabh, like Neerja was saying, Prashant Kishor's audacious, you know, effort last 3 years, everybody was talking about him. You've been doing a track up, and he, for the Chief Minister's face, he is, I mean, he's almost number 3 in many of the polls that are happening. If he would have fought that election against Tejasvi Yadav, it would have possibly been Arvind Kejriwal fighting that first election against Sheila Dikshit in Delhi. That kind of a, you know, big buzz would have been created. Him backing out, has that diminished his political chances and capital with the voters, those who were thinking of Prashant Kishor?
No, see, essentially, he became the CM face of others and independents largely in Bihar. So others have a 20% vote share that was being distributed among smaller parties and independents. Now they have, and others is an anti Mahagathbandhan, anti NDA vote. So they saw an institutional force and a face in Prashant Kishor. Of course, he's not contesting. I mean, because elections is all about narratives. The narrative would have spread in Bihar that he is perhaps not sure of winning against Tejasvi, and leave winning, he might not even finish runner-up. Correct, because these narratives are also running in Bihar, and the candidate who is opposing Tejasvi Yadav, Satish Yadav, I think, he's already defeated Rabri Devi once in 2010. So he's a formidable candidate himself. So there was a risk of him finishing
Right.
third. May have, you can say, weakened the brand, and that sort of risk Prashant may not have liked to take. Of course, now he has time and he will be campaigning for the candidates, and he thinks
Right.
that is a better strategy. See, the aspirational class, youth, educated, middle class, who is, let's say, fed up of these Mahagathbandhan and NDA government for
Okay.
the past 5 years, that is looking up to him. And we can see some of them still backing him in this election. And on 83 seats, the victory margin was less than equal to 50.
Right, right.
If he gets 5%, then he could be a decider or a spoiler in those seats.
The election of Bihar is going to decide many political fortunes, and that will include the political fortunes of man who has projected himself as somebody who has changed political fortunes of many leaders across party lines and geographical boundaries in India. Prashant Kishor has put everything at stake. Let's see how the people of Bihar treat him in the upcoming election.